Crystal Park School and Residence is a state-supported facility for developmentally disabled adults. It's situated in scenic South Fallsburg, New York, right in the heart of the Catskills, in what used to be a popular resort hotel, a Flatcher. In the old days, people would come to the Flatcher to enjoy summer sports, meet other people, relax. Not a lot has changed around here since those days, except the clientele. Crystal Park now boasts a very special group of residents. Those three are the cream of the crop.
Are you gonna marry him or are you gonna marry me?
She's gonna marry me.
She can't marry you, you don't have a driver's license.
I can't marry either one of you guys! You're my boyfriends, not my husbands. My mother would kill me if I married you guys.
She's gonna marry me.
No.
I look after Andrea, because I'm Andrea's boyfriend. And she doesn't like peas or corn. One time, she dropped her ice cream on the floor, and I helped her clean it up. And she doesn't like beans or bananas or cucumbers. And sometimes she passes her peas and corn to me under the table, but I tell her my more, see. Because I told Andrea, you gotta eat your food. You gotta eat your food. You gotta eat your food to stay alive.
Hi, Richie!
Hi, Andrea.
Have you ever thought about what Andrea Willinger's going to be doing in 10 years? It's 2002 now. What's she going to be doing in 2012?
Andrew Willinger lives in Manhattan and goes to Crystal Park School. And she has Richard Sedali and Freddie Cordes. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, I made a mistake. Do you know what I did?
What?
Oh, I can't believe it. I made a mistake. Oh my God.
Right. What did you say?
I should have said Richie Cordes and Freddie Sedali. But instead I said Richie Sedali and Freddie Cordes.
That's right. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, so go on with what you were saying.
Don't tell Richard.
Okay, I will. Why don't you go on with what you were saying?
Okay, I will. And she has Richard Cordes and Freddie Sedali as her boyfriends. And she has a brother David who's a doctor, and a brother Sam who's a teacher, and a mother is a worker, and her father's a doctor. And she lives at 55 West 36th Street, New York, New York. Telephone number AC25539. And she gets up in the morning and goes to class and brushes her hair.
What will you be doing in 10 years?
I'm 30 now, going on 31.
10 years, how old are you?
30 plus 10.
That's right, how much is that?
31!
No, 30 plus 10 is 31, come on now.
40!
40 is right, so how old will you be?
40!
Right, 40, and how else will you be different?
Older!
And what else? How will you be different? Will you be living here at Crystal Park?
No, home in Manhattan with my mother and father.
Where would you rather be, Crystal Park or home in Manhattan?
Home in Manhattan.
What about Freddie and Richie?
They'll be living with me. Me, my mother, and father, and Richie and Freddie.
What would your mother say if you brought Freddie home with you?
She would say, hello, Andrea.
Yeah! Then what?
Then what? Oh! You get in your goddamn room! What do you mean by coming out? I told you to, and what do you mean by bringing your friends? They only make a mess. So you get in your goddamn room and you stay there till I tell you to come out. And then she would try to kill me.
Okay. It's better to be at home with your parents?
Yeah, it's better.
Dillinger has been at Crystal Park now for 6 years. Before that, she was at Cochecton, and before that, Lesage. The youngest of 3 children, and the only girl, she was born into a family which fiercely resisted accepting her disability. Both her father, who is a psychiatrist, and her mother, who has been a hotel manager, felt a really strong sense of failure in having produced a mentally deficient child. Now, it was discovered at an early age that Andrea had perfect pitch and the dexterity to play any piece of piano music, no matter how complex, after only 1 hearing. And this, in her mother's eyes, was her saving grace. However, after several piano teachers, she was sent to a music therapist who felt that too much stress was being placed on her music ability, and he gave Andrea permission not to play when she didn't feel like it. Well, Andrea never played again. Come to think of it, I probably would have done the same thing he did. It would have been impossible to predict the disastrous result. Anyway, after she graduated from elementary school, she stayed at home with her mother, where the conflict between the 2 of them grew so aggravated that a day seldom passed without a severe, often violent argument. Once she moved to Lesage, her mother never visited her again. And her dad did 3 times in 6 years. There may have been 1 or 2 letters.